Hello and welcome to IABM TV. Today I'm joined by Malcom Robinson, Business Development at Broadcast Solutions. Malcom, welcome to IABM TV.
Hi.
So Malcom, can you start by giving us an overview of Broadcast Solutions and where you fit within the market?
So, Broadcast Solutions, a German-based company, been around for about 15 years now. 150 employees worldwide, 13 offices. So pretty big established SI player. Also, we do a lot of product reselling as well. So the SI roles changed over the years. I think that rather than just being a racking and stacking company, we do a lot more thought leadership and consultation at the start of projects now. As a company, we do a lot of investment into where's the business really going to. So, for instance, the last 2 or 3 years, we've really been pushing the looks of where IP is going, where remote production is heading and headed. And also, we're looking a lot at the moment about collaborative production, about how you can work from home, how you can work from a non-studio based environment to produce a similar look and feel to your programming. And that brings up a lot of interesting questions about how we engage with our customers, at which level. Traditionally, SIs have engaged at a very technical level with a customer base, but now we're finding actually it's more on an operational level as well, to really try and understand what our customer is trying to do. We don't always have the answers, but usually if we can hear people's problems, because we have a very wide range of experience and credibility in the industry, and our diversification of locations as well, actually having offices all around the world, you find that somewhere in the company someone has usually come across the issues that our customers faced before, and has some sort of idea of what we can do with it. So through that, so from an SI point of view, the sooner we can get brought into a development and a project, the better for us, because we can really get to the bottom of what the customer's trying to achieve. It's not always a technical solution. Sometimes it's commercially based. It's how they can reassign their resources and to be more creative, to be more flexible. That's a really big thing at the moment, actually. It's not just about cost saving of resourcing. It's also about giving people more time to do what they do better. And a lot of the stuff we're looking at for collaborative working, especially in the production element, is really important for us. So we work in consultation, design, project management, and implementation. Following up that is a big support team and a big training team. So any solutions that we will design and build for people will have that full backup afterwards, so the customer can be pretty happy with what they're getting. The consultation part is the really interesting part. It's a bit I'm very involved with, and the team in the UK are very involved with. Big change for a lot of people, moving towards IP, moving towards remote production and things. A lot of talk about it. A lot of people perhaps not fully understanding it as well, and the benefits that come from it. So we've been working heavily to try and understand what that means to people. What does remote or collaborative working really mean to people? And then from there, what are the solutions that are readily available or are coming online in the future? We've developed very close relationships with key partners in the industry. Sony, Grass Valley. I think we're Grass Valley's biggest European customer, and we have a very close relationship with them. That's not just from product development, but also coming back, feeding back into the product development. So, and also feeding back into the workflow stuff of how it works. We've chosen our partners quite carefully. We don't want to be a one-stop shop for one company as such. So, with Grass Valley, we also do a lot of stuff with Sony as well. Imagine all these sort of people. I'll probably forget somebody there, but all those sort of people. We've chosen to be resellers for certain companies that we feel are unique positions in the business. Starting from a sort of contribution point of view, Dream Chip cameras, really good mini cameras that we find are very good quality products, and we're looking at how they don't just fit as a product sale, but also how we can provide a solution around them. So from a mini chip camera point of view, we're looking at PTZ heads, full camera control, all of the aspects of how that can work in a wired and a wireless environment. We're a partner for Mobile Viewpoint and DTC and Silvus. Really good mobile technologies of how you get that remote contribution back to your site, either from a long distance or even just in a production as well. Our core business is mobile productions. Over half of our business is building OB trucks. And I think I can safely say we're the largest independent OB provider in the world. Most of that is done out of Bingen, but all of our offices have the ability to work with customers and engage with customers at a high level. In particular, the UK, we're very much, our history is OBs, as people may know me from the past, is building OBs. So we have quite a big input back into the design and where that's going for the future. We have a predefined streamlined range of OB trucks, which you can see on the website if anyone's interested. Into production areas, the general normal production stuff, ingest, media asset management, all that sort of thing. We are partnering with a lot of people there. Two people in particular at the moment that we're really interested in is Newsbridge, which is an AI-based MAM ingest system, and also Next Edition, based out of Sweden. They're a new partner for us. Both of those good innovative companies, really putting something different on the table with people. And we found in the last couple of weeks that engaging with senior level people within some very reputable companies around Europe, that this is getting some good groundwork for people. It's a change of people's thinking, though, change of workflow for people, which can be a bit of an issue. But personally, we feel that it's the way forward for the future. And by bringing that sort of thought leadership into companies and questioning, we've always done it this way, why? Why not take a blank sheet of paper and say, right, if you were starting a broadcast channel now, what would you actually need? And it's a very different story from 5 years ago. It's a very different story probably from 2 years ago, to be honest, so where that's going. But from a broadcast solutions point of view, we can really engage that and how customers shape their visions and then implement it as well. The implementation part is something we've done for years, and hopefully the credibility we have in the industry for delivering on time and on budget is second to none out there at the moment. So, and then through to infrastructure. Infrastructure is the core part of any SI. So much so for us that we have developed our own control system called HI, human interface. There are others out there. We implement others. They're well known, VSM, Cerebrums, those sort of things. HI is different because HI is exactly what I talked about there. We've taken a very different approach. It's from a user point of view to develop the system. We could see that IP infrastructure and traditional HDSDI broadcasting was changing the internet scene quite a lot. So we developed a control system that can actually independently to what's behind it. It's all about what the user wants to do within the system. So that's available to see. We've got demos of that going on. It had a really good response last year at IBC, and it's developing all the time. Moving through to there, the actual live part of things. We're a partner for Zero Density, which we feel is one of the best VR studio offerings out there at the moment. Very, very powerful systems. In the UK, it's used on Match of the Day and various other things at the moment. And we think there's a long way to go with VR as well. Some of the stuff that we're discussing with them is really, really good. And in the world now of remote feeds coming in and maybe studios not being able to use all the time, working in the VR world can solve a lot of people's problems. So that's a really powerful option. And we'd love anybody out there who wants to have a chat about VR stuff and sets and things. We can offer that contribution. There's a couple of videos on YouTube actually about the stuff we've done in Helsinki with the Finnish Ice Hockey League, where they're teleporting people in from remote grounds into their studio sets. It looks really good, and it brings another element to the viewer as well, which is really good. So in general, I think it's a really exciting time for us now. Actually, the industry is changing. It's been changing all of my career, if I'm honest. It seems to be the way. I think now there's a really exciting time with the ability that viewers are watching so much stuff on mobile phones, so much stuff on Instagram, on YouTube. It's a very different broadcast market out there. And within Broadcast Solutions, we've adapted to that and we understand it very, very well. And we've been looking forward to opportunities to talk to customers about that, their challenges as well, how can do it and how we can help them out.
So it definitely does sound, Malcolm, like Broadcast Solutions are in exactly the right place at exactly the right time at the moment. With all of the changes that we're seeing in the current climate and everything.
I think so. Yeah, and I think I mean, there's challenges for SIs out there at the moment. I mean, the challenge we have is our traditional customer base has usually been technical people, and perhaps now we're trying to reach out to other areas. Also, to be brutally honest, we're a very broadcast-focused company. or have been in the past, and we're changing that. And the broadcast market as such is changing. Publishing is now, look at all the stuff that the newspapers are doing and magazines are doing online. That's a big market potentially for us to hit as well. And we have solutions there. The workflow for a broadcast environment is very similar to the workflow for a news, a publication environment to go online. We're looking at how we can involve with those. So people from any sort of sports-based facilities, that sort of stuff, that are looking to do their own stuff online, we have solutions for you. Any sort of societies or corporate world these days, that AV and broadcast world has really become very similar, and similar challenges and similar solutions. So yeah, it's just, if anyone's interested to talk to us, please get in touch.
Excellent. Well, Malcolm, it sounds like you're all very busy at the moment, which is great to hear.
Yeah, lots of calls.
Well, Malcolm, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
You can find out more about everything we've discussed with Malcolm at broadcast-solutions.de.